Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you how to do a composite drawing. A composite drawing is basically a collective of items and you assemble them together and you paste them up as a drawing. Very pretty, it's kind of pretty neat technique. It's kind of old school from my time as a child. We used to do composite drawings, and the unique thing about composite drawing is that if you don't have a computer, which we didn't have a computer back then, it allows you to make pretty neat drawings that have that three-dimensional look, because you superimpose them one on top of the other and you give it that depth perception. And I know it sounds like a lot of technical stuff, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So first, let's say we want to do a fruit bowl. Okay, so I'm going to draw the bowl and the fruit, and those are going to be my items. Then I'm going to put them together as a collective of items. All right, so let's say I'm going to draw my apple. My apple, and I'm going to draw, let's say, I'm going to draw a pear. I'll put the stem going the opposite way. And let's say I'm going to draw some grapes. I'm going to put those stem. Now let's say we're going to draw a banana. So we're going to draw banana. And let's say we want to draw the last one would be, let's say, an orange. Alright, so now we have all our items. Now we're going to be drawing our bowl, because we want all those items to fit inside a bowl. So let's draw our bowl. That's going to be the rim, and that's going to be the bowl. Okay, so we have our bowl and we have our fruit. Okay, so now we're gonna grab all these items and we're going to color them. I color all these items and colors very quickly. So let's say my bowl is gonna be, the rim's gonna be orange, the bowl itself is gonna be green. Of course, I have my orange, it's going to be orange. My apple is going to be red. I'm going to choose two types of red for my apple. My banana is going to be, of course, yellow. Choose two colors of yellow. And the reason I choose two is because I want the light color where the light is going to go, and the darker color for the shade. The shade that is projected through a three-dimensional item. So it's going to look kind of three-dimensional-ish. Let's say two types of purple for my grapes, and I'm going to use some of this yellow for the pear, but the pear is going to have a green base, also with some little dark here, so we can give you that effect that I was talking to you about. I'm also going to do the same thing with the orange. I might borrow this orange also for that. So I'm going to go ahead and color these items. And then what I'm going to do with those items, I'm going to use some scissors. Now, I suggest you use the easier scissors. They're smaller and they have a shorter shaft, and it's a lot easier to control the movement versus a longer pair of scissors. Plus these are kind of pointy, so for you kids, you know, use the other type, the paper scissors. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing set up for you. I'm going to color everything, and then I'm going to cut everything out. I'm going to give you the final product. Okay. Alright, so I have everything painted and cut out. So now we're going to use a separate piece of paper, and we're going to, this is the bowl that we drew, and we're going to put it there. We're going to be using all the fruit stuff, the fruit items that we drew. So see, we are superimposing one on top of the other, and it's giving it that three-dimensional effect. Now I'm going to grab the bowl, and of course the fruit goes inside the bowl, so the bowl has to be superimposed on top of everything, just to give it that three-dimensional effect that is actually a real bowl. So you grab your fruit and you just kind of play with it, see which way it looks best. I might just put my orange right there. And choose my orange in the center. There you go, that looks pretty neat right there. So now what I'm going to do is, once I'm satisfied with the setup, I'm going to go ahead and paste everything in sequence. Now my bowl is the last one, is the one that your eye sees first as the first item, because everything goes inside. So this item has to be on top. So I'm going to put that one last. Then I'm going to put my grapes on top of that, my pear and my bananas go on the same level. My orange goes second in line, and my apple goes first. It's first because it's going to be the item that is furthest back, further away from all the items. So that's going to be the one that I'm going to glue first to give it that depth perception. So what I'm going to do now, get me a regular glue, and right there in place where it is, you're just going to lift it like that, so I can just paste it up real quick. See, that's all you got to do. Don't have to be putting a lot of glue. Just touch it up a little bit so you can just stay on the paper. There you go. So there's my apple. Now we said that orange goes on top of that. So I'll put my orange right there. This goes superimposed. I'm going to put my pear on top of that, superimposed. And then I want to put my banana on top of that, superimposed. And of course, put my grapes on top of that, superimposed. So see how neat it's beginning to look. So now we're going to use the bowl on top of the whole thing. And sometimes your items may not line up, which is fine. That's why we don't put a lot of glue on it. So you can just grab that item and just re-glue it back and put it wherever it is that you need to have it, which is going to be a little bit lower, about right there. There you go. That looks pretty neat. Just add a little more glue, and you're done with that. So folks, this is how you do a composite drawing. Gives you an idea of what we used to do back in the day. We didn't have computers, so we have to make things look the way we wanted them to look. So this is how they were created, a composite drawing. It gives that three-dimensional effect. Okay, so that's all we have for today.